All right, we're going to take a look at the inside side view for this video. And the inside side view, you have your own fillable form. There's an instructional video, there's an example of what it should look like, and then the different views you need to submit. And also you're going to need to fill out the fillable form. So you'll click on this and it will take you out to your fillable form for the inside view. And so the inside view here is going to kind of be a combination of the back view and the side view. It's like if we took one of the sides off and looked at the inside view, you can see where the joints go, how high up they are, and then you also get the view of this 1/4-inch groove that the backing slides into. So that's what we're trying to depict with this, is all of the different joints. What we're going to need to be able to fill this out is our side view sizes. So I have in Sketchup opened up our side view document, and I also have open up on top in our tabs, I have our back views that we filled out. So we're going to walk through of how to fill out each one of these views. Now, on our inside side view, we have the same matching views that you would see on the back. You have your view that would normally have a drawer on top and a door on bottom. The next one would be where the shelf is, the shelf on top and shelf on bottom inside the door. The next view here is for a drawer bank of 3 different drawers. And the last one is for 3 shelves. Maybe you have an open shelf on top and another shelf inside where the door is. Now, if you have something unique to your project, hidden compartment, or maybe something that's just unique that doesn't fit in one of these 4 views, then you will need to draw in your drafting program that inside side view for your own project. This is only if you're kind of doing a standard version of a project and you can fill this out. And you're going to figure out which one you need to use, and then you can delete the other ones. We only need to have 1 copy, and you're going to just keep the copy that is the right version. At this point, you can pause this video and open up the video that is for each of the views below them. So if you click on this view, say you have a drawer, an opening on top and a shelf on bottom, then there should be a link down here for a video in this bottom section that will take you right to this. So you don't have to watch the whole long running video, because I'm going to make one long video that shows how to fill out each one of these. And that way, if you're doing the last one, you can just pause it and go to the last video and view it rather than watch this whole process. We're going to start with our one that was a drawer on top, and we're going to take most of our measurements off of here, and I'm going to actually move this over so I have 2 different tabs and I can see them both at the same time. And I'm going to open up this view here, and I'm going to fill in the sizes that I have information for. So this is my drawer slide support, which is depicted right here at 7.5 inches. So I can just simply fill that out, transfer that over 7.5 inch. And remember, if it makes your text small in the fraction after you put the inch mark, you can hit Control Z or Command Z, depending on what platform you're working on. And that will make it a full-size fraction. Up here, this dimension is actually going to come from our side view. And so I need to open up my side view in SketchUp. And you can see we're 12 inches with the face frame. Well, if I look here, this is without the face frame. So I'm going to be 11.1/8. So I'm going to transfer over 11.1/8 here. 11 space 1 divided by 8 inches. And it made it small, so I'm going to hit Command Z or Control Z to make it big. I'm now done with my drawing, and most of the other ones are coming from here. So 28 inches tall without the top. So this is not the top. This line right here represents that top cleat that's right underneath here. So we're going to be 28 inches over here as well, and 28 inches. Over here on the left, you can see that we're 4 7/16 to the top of this shelf. And so that's going to apply over here, because this blue dado that we see here is actually one of these notches that are over here, and it's going all the way to the front. So that's the same plane on this view. So we're going to put it at 4 7/16 inch. So your overall size here, we're going to take that from SketchUp, and that was 12 inches with the face frame. So I'm just going to put 12 down here, 12 inches. And that's all you would need for your inside side view. And then up here, we're going to put the support, how deep the support is. So really, this is 3/4 of an inch because you have a 1/4 inch groove and a 1/2 inch piece of material. So that's 3/4 of an inch. So if we take 11 1/8 minus 3/4, that's going to be 10 3/8. Okay, so that's the size there. And we should have our symbols on this one. So we know it's made it small. So I'm going to hit Command Z or Control Z to make that out to a full size fraction. So that's all we would need for this inside side view with a drawer on top and a door on bottom. Now we're going to take a look at this inside side view. This one has a shelf or an open shelf on top, and it's going to have a door down at the bottom with a shelf in there. So again, we're going to copy most of these sizes from our either side view or from the back view that we have. And so since our side view is open, let's take our sizes from here. So 28 inches is without the top. And if I come over here, this size wants the whole thing. And this isn't the top because there's no overhang on it. This rabbet right here is for these cleats to sit in. So I'm going to come over here, and this size is actually going to be 28 inches, 28 and the inch mark. And if I look, what else do I have? I have my sizes here. So down here in the bottom, I want to know how big this project is with the face frame. So I'm going to come over here to the front of this with the face frame, right? So face frame all the way to the back, it's 12 inches. So I'm going to transfer that here, 12 inches. And then the top one up here, this wants to know without the face frame, how big is the back? And that measurement is right here for me, 11 1/8. So, and again, I'm going to put my inch mark. So I'm going to put 11 space 1 divided by 8 inches. And it made it small. So I'm going to hit Command Z or Control Z to pop that back out. Now that's all the sizes we're going to be able to get off of that view. Now we're going to open up our other view that we filled out, our back view. So our back view is where we're going to get the rest of the sizes. And this back view has the opening for a shelf on top and a shelf on bottom that would be behind the door. So this is where we're going to get the rest of our sizes. So if I come down here and look at the bottom, I've got one that needs to be entered here. And so 4 7/16 on that view, that's going to transfer over right to this spot, 4 7 divided by 16 inches. 16 inches. Now, what other sizes do I need? I need to know how far down that shelf is to the top side. So to the top side, it's got the same matching or corresponding measurement. So that's 7 9/16, and I'm just going to transfer that over here, 7 9 divided by 16. And that should be all that we need for that view. We're just corresponding the numbers from the back and the side view in here and filling these out for our parameters. So we're going to move on to the next view, which is going to be our 3-drawer bank. And we'll get this view open as well. And so since I have this view open, I'm going to start here and transfer over my sizes. So my overall size is 28 inches. I'm going to put that in here, 28 inches. My size down for this drawer slide support, if I look over here on the left side, I can see it's 7 3/4. So I'm going to transfer that number over here and put 7 3/4 inches and Control Z or Command Z to get that to pop out. Now, how long is that? Now, the length of this is going to be set by our cabinet that is our side view. So we can't do that one yet, but we have these other drawer slide supports that need to be entered, and we can follow those over here on the left side. So right down here, I have 4 1/2 inches from the floor to the bottom of that support. So I'm going to come over here, and this is the matching number. So 4 7/16. If we take a look at this next drawer slide support, we can correspond the measurement on this left view over here, 15 5/8, and we can just transfer that right over here and put 15 space 5 divided by 8 inch mark, Control Z or Command Z to undo that. And then we have still your sizes here, and those are going to come from the side view. So let's open up our side view. And our side view is 12 inches without the face frame, and that's this bottom one here without the face or with the face frame. So from the back of the cabinet all the way to the front, so the back of the cabinet all the way to the front is 12 inches. and the back of the cabinet to the back of the face frame. So back of the cabinet to back of the face frame is 11 1/8. And that's the same view here, back of the cabinet, back of the face frame. So 11 1/8 inches, and pop that out to a bigger size. And now we have one left here, and this is the length of that drawer slide support. We're going to take 11 1/8 minus a 1/2 inch and minus a 1/4 inch for this groove. And that size is going to be 10 3/8. So right here, we're going to just put in 10 3 divided by 8 inches and pop that size out. So that's all we would need to do for the drawer bank to get those sizes correct. Let's take a look at our next and last view, which is 3 shelves. All right, so I have my corresponding view open on the left side for the 3 shelves. And so we're going to start filling out our sizes. I can't start with the top one because that's from the side view, but I do know how far down that shelf should be. And I look here to the top of the shelf. Top of the shelf is what it wants. So I'm just going to transfer that number over at 7 13 divided by 16 inches. And it looks like we forgot a space in there. There we go. And then the next one, the overall size can come from here. That's 28 inches. So I'm going to select that and go 28 inches. And then the height of the bottom or the middle shelf from the floor. So the floor to the top of the middle shelf is 12 5/16. So 12 5 divided by 16 inches. And lastly, we have the bottom shelf here, which is 4 7/16. So that number is going to transfer up right here to 4 7 divided by 16 inches. So there is all the views or all the sizes we can get from this view. Let's open up our side view. And we've got a couple sizes we need from here. The first one is going to be how deep is the project without the face frame. So from the back of the face frame to the back of the cabinet, that's going to be the 11 1/8. And I got to pop that size out so it's bigger. And then the bottom size down here, and that size should be 12 inches from with the face frame to the back of the cabinet should be 12 inches. So that's how you would fill out each of these different 4 views. If you have any questions on this, please talk to your instructor to get these questions answered.